Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video I'm going to be doing a matchup guide using this Pekka bridge spam deck. This is currently my favorite Pekka deck to use in the meta, and I think it is probably the best Pekka deck to use. If you guys feel like using like another variation, like if you feel more comfortable with the different type of air removal card, for example, like Magic Archer in place of Ice Wizard or using Mother Witch, then go ahead and run that up. But personally, I feel very comfortable with Ice Wizard. I've always loved Ice Wizard Pekka for some reason. It's always been super good to me. And I just played some ladder last night. I was at like 2,300 medals, and I pushed up extremely quickly. I pushed up like 400 medals, and now I'm at 684 in the world. So it's like a nice 400 medal push. I'm going to show you guys some matchups, how to play against some things. Let's go ahead and should I show you guys? I'll show you guys this matchup against Manchester UTD, and yeah, I'm gonna show you how to play against this because, in my opinion, this is a pretty popular deck he is playing. Mega Knight with Queen and Prince. It's very popular. So, and I think I have the matchup here regardless, but just in case, like, the guy can definitely win it too if he plays well. It's not like I hard counter him, it's just like a regular soft counter. So let me show you guys how to play against it. Usually what you got to look out for are the queens. The queens is definitely his best card in his deck against Pekka, because it basically shreds your Ice Wizard, it shreds your bandits, your E-Wizzes. You can't really play anything into the queen because it's always going to get value. Even if you play a Pekka on top of it, it's always going to get value. So you just got to keep that in mind, guys, that his queen is the best card in his deck for Pekka. But look what I'm going to do here. So since he's like he played his queen, I'm going to Pekka like right on top of it, just due to the fact that he technically now does not have a long-range card for the Pekka anymore because he just used the queen. So that's why I went for a Pekka right there, because he had to play something into the Pekka, if that makes sense. So that's why I did that. He's gonna go for a bandit. At this point, I had to just kind of give up this damage real quick. It's just the only correct play I can do. I had to wait a little bit, because if I played the ghost a little bit earlier, the Mega Knight jump would splash on the ghost and it wouldn't be pretty at all. So right here, he goes for a prince, and this is where I wanted to attack him, not gonna lie, but I messed up pretty bad. I played my bandit in a very typical spot. My strategy right there was, because since I baited out his Mega Knight with my Pekka earlier, I should have played my bandit like last second in a different tile so it can actually charge onto the prince, and then I would just spam him relentlessly because he would have no Mega Knight in rotation. That's how I like to play the matchup, but it was just definitely an error on my end that I messed up. So yeah, let me see here. He goes for a bandit, which is totally fine, and yeah, so he goes for a prince again. I think I go for my Electro Wizard. I'm pretty sure I like Pekka like in front of the E-Wiz, just like that. And this is where I like to make a nice little dual lane attack here. I gotta try to force out the Mega Knight on one lane or another, because if I force it out, he basically just gets overwhelmed on the other side. So look, he goes for Zap, which is totally fine. Right here, I'm gonna go for a bandit, and there's the Mega Knight. Now I could just force all my elixir on this side because he played the MK on the other side. So that's definitely what I like to do in this scenario. Just gotta, yeah, force out his Mega Knight. So right here, this is kind of totally fine. I go for an Ice Wizard right there for some quick defense, just making sure nothing happens. And yeah, right here, I think I just go for a bandit, pretty typical. I think I spam him too because he has no MK in rotation. I like to spam a lot when they got no MK. Because MK is their most like threatening card essentially for the most part if you're trying to make a really huge spam attack. So yeah, but he's actually defending really nicely. Let me see here. Okay, I go for a bandit right here, and I think right here he goes for, yeah, he does go for the prince. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I play the ghost opposite lane. The reason why I go opposite lane is because that prince will just completely destroy my ghost. It's gonna run into it. So yeah, I go for my Electro Wizard here, I go for my Pekka right here. And then this is like another one of those attacks that I did earlier. It's a really threatening attack, honestly. I'm going to go for my arrows right there. He goes for an MK, and this is basically his demise. He just popped the ability 2 on the queen, so I don't even need to worry about it. And now since he has no MK in rotation, this is where I like to keep up a lot of the pressure and just spam him to the point where he doesn't have enough elixir to actually play his next MK. which I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna do. Like, he's saving up for it, which is the smart thing to do. But right here, I just go for another Pekka, and now I just keep pouring on the pressure because I know this guy is so low on elixir. I'm gonna go for a rage on the Goblin Gang, and that's basically how I like to overwhelm, man. You just gotta finesse, bro. You really just gotta finesse his cycle. That's how I like to play against that matchup, bro. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show another replay. Let's go against Ballon d'Or. We could also do like Parsa M, but it's kind of like the same thing. But I feel like the Ballon d'Or guy, I feel like I'm butchering that name. Am I really like that name sounds so familiar. That like word, it just sounds so familiar. But yeah, this is how I like to play against the lava matchup. I know a lot of you guys in the comments sometimes here and there, I do see like, hey, Nemesis, how do you play against lava? Like, what do you do? And I'm going to show you exactly what to do against the lava matchup. I'm going to go for Ice Wizard in the back. And he goes for guards, which is totally fine here. He does go for a fireball as well, because if he didn't play that fireball, my Ice Wizard would just basically shred everything. So he kind of had to do that. But I feel like at the same time, that fireball was a little aggressive in the beginning, like to begin with. So I'm going to go for a rage right here. Let's get everything out the way, man. And I should get a lot of damage right there. The name of the game in this matchup, guys, is to tower trade or just keep up a lot of pressure to the point where like he really can't take control. Because if you're just simply defending all game, he's going to take control and you're just going to get overwhelmed by his freaking Lavaloon pushes, bro. You really are just going to get overwhelmed. So you got to really keep up some momentum during the match to the point where he's got to be defending a lot, and then you got to be out cycling his 2 ground cards, which would be his guards and his tombstone. If you can find a way to actually outcycle those cards, that's how you're going to get a good source of damage. So I went for like a bandit right there because I wanted to force some elixir out so we can't build up a bigger Lavaloon push. So right here, I think I go for a ghost, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do go for a ghost right there. And like I said, just to keep up some bit of pressure, man. It really does go a long way. And I go for a rage right here, just like that. And I think I do get a shot on the tower, which is super nice. And yeah, bro, I'm going to go for a battle ram just to keep up more pressure. He's got no ground cards in hand. So it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a threatening battle ram. And yeah, I do get some good damage right there. I'm going to go for an Ice Wizard right there. And I think I immediately go for a Bandit as well. Just to force more elixir out. Just like that, I force some guards out yet again. This is what I like to do, bro. So exactly what I like to do here. I think I go for a Ghost. Just like that. It's going to force a Tombstone out, I think. Just like that as well. I'm going to go for a Battle Ram. And this is what I mean, man, by trying to take control of the match. Just pouring on a good amount of pressure so we can't really build up any type of pushes. And you see, as I'm cycling a lot of ground cards, it's also helping me get to my air cards again. So it's kind of like keeping a really, really good rotation of defense and offensive, attacks. So now I'm back to another Electro Wizard because I keep cycling these freaking ground cards. So that's why, that's how I like to play the matchup, bro. Just keep cycling, man. Keep pouring on some pressure, and everything will be good to go. Let me see. I go for a really nice set of arrows right there, and I think my E-Wiz gets a shot. And I'm going to go for a Ghost right there. He has a really awkward hand. Okay, so he goes for guards. I'm going to go for my Ice Wizard. It's totally fine. I think I go for a Bandit as well. Okay, he does go for the Fireball, which is totally fine. And I could just keep up a lot of pressure yet again. Because I just got him on a freaking... I just got him in a lock, dude. Like, there's really nothing else to it. I'm going to go for some arrows and everything should be good to go. And that's how I like to play against that matchup, guys. Just take control, man. Just take control of the match. So that's how I like to play against that. What other deck? What other deck, bro? Oh, should I do that Eagle? Well, the Eagle matchup's actually kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's do like Sparky, I guess. Now this is more of like a bait version of Sparky. So it's a little bit easier for sure, especially because I have arrows and stuff like that. But in general, Sparky matchups tend to be played the same anyway. When using Pekka, it's all kind of the same thing. Like if they Sparky the back, just like pressure opposite lane with a Battle Ram or something, or like a Bandit. Try to force that elixir out. So they can't. So one, they cannot build a bigger push, and two, you play your defensive cards more in the back because you don't want to have like too much elixir to the point where like you're leaking elixir and you're kind of forced to play something a lot earlier than you need to. So that's like another main reason why you should kind of try to play something on the other side to pressure and to like actually have a solid foundational defense, if that makes sense. Okay, so he goes for bats, which is totally fine. I go for a bandit in the back, and he does go for a mini Pekka. So right here, like this ice wizard just generally pops off, especially like if you want for a giant, because I know a lot of Sparky players do that. They just throw some random giant mini Pekka bushes. They expect it to work. So he does go for a Sparky again. So I'm just gonna go for a battle ram again, bro. You want to play your Sparky? That's totally fine. And he even knows it, bro. He really just knows it too. And yeah, so that's basically like tower down on the other side for the most part. I think right here I should kind of wait a little bit. Yeah, I kind of do leak a little bit of elixir because I wanted like the Pekka to actually hit the freaking Sparky and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, he is not a happy camper. He is not a happy camper, dude. But honestly, I don't really care about Sparky players. I don't really care about how they feel, so yeah, everything is good to go. He does go for arrows, which is totally fine. So I think he just go for a bandit at the bridge. He does go for those skeletons. So I do get a really good connection right there. And yeah. So I'm kind of resetting a little bit. I'm going to go for ghost opposite lane. Obviously, I put this ghost opposite because I have the tower on the other side. So he really even wouldn't want to play opposite lane. So that's why I did that. I'm going to go for an Ice Wizard right here because Ice Wizard is cracked on defense. Let's see. I go for a Bandit right here. And go for a Pekka on top yet again. I go for some arrows. And just like that, another good defense. This guy is not happy. He is not a happy camper, dude. I'm going to tell you right freaking now. I'm going to go for my Ice Wizard right there. He does go for bats. Pretty typical play, honestly. And that is going to be a very nice game in the bag. That's how I like to play against Sparky matchups. Like I said, this variation of Sparky is definitely a lot easier for me. But I'm just kind of saying that a lot of the Sparky decks, you do play the exact same way I just played right there. You just like pressure a little bit on the other lane and then just defend with your E-Wizard or Pekka and stuff like that. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll do more next time.